Oh, hi, Athena.
Hi, Isabel. How are you?
I'm okay. How are you?
Yeah, good, thank you. All good. How about you? I don't know if I forgot if I asked already. How are you?
I'm
Doing a ping
okay.
pong.
It's just I will say it's just a cold, but I'm looking at the way you dressed. It's just a
I
cold,
know.
isn't it?
It's all layered up, isn't it?
Oh,
Yeah, it
yeah.
is freezing. I can't take a chance, and I'm indoors as well, as you
Yeah.
know. So,
So, thank you again for taking the time for the session because I know you have a busy week.
not at
So,
all. Yeah.
again, really thankful that you took the time today.
No, that's fine. Yeah. Thanks, Isabel.
And I know we had sessions before, but I just want to ask you again if it's okay if I might take some notes throughout our session.
Yes, that's absolutely fine. Thanks.
So we have 30 minutes together. This is your time, Athena. What would you like to explore today?
Thanks, Isabel. It's a topic I also mentioned in the past that I'd like to continue talking about until the event. So coming up now in a week's time, we have this summit, which is like a team building, a few nights away
Yeah.
for our department of about, I think there'll be about 50 to 45 or 45 to 50 people. So, as part of this get together, there's one day marked for people talking about what they do, the experts in their department and that sort of thing. So, we do one for finance, and I think I'll be talking for 5 minutes, and then a colleague of mine 5 minutes. So, as you know, my anxiety levels always go through the roof. I don't like any kind of public speaking or, this sort of thing where I have an audience or, people are paying attention to me. So, um, so that's one big thing in the summit, but also doing the summit in itself is a little bit, nerve-wracking. In the previous company, we did something similar, and I just used to hate them because I used to get so overwhelmed with
Yeah.
anxiety, and I just didn't want to do them. I didn't enjoy them for what they were. So for this session, I just like to explore and try and, just try and see if I can um, work out ways of just staying calm and
Yeah.
enjoying this summit.
Okay. So you mentioned about the summit and wanting to stay calm and
Hmm.
enjoy the summit.
Hmm.
So, what it's about this upcoming summit that is important to you now?
Mm. I think what's important about this summit is, like I said in the previous job, we did about three of them, and one of them I was happy to miss because I couldn't, get a whole like control how I felt. It was just nervous and stress, and for things that. Yeah, just because I didn't feel good enough in my job, I just felt like, oh, I might be found out. I guess underlying those are the things I was feeling.
Yeah.
So why is it important to me now? It's important because I want to enjoy these things because I see other people going, looking forward to them, and it's a trip to spend with work colleagues, and I don't feel that, like. So I want to enjoy it. As you know, next year I'll be 50. This chapter of my life I'd like to enjoy, and I feel like life is to be enjoyed and enough of the suffering.
So, when you think about I want to enjoy it, what comes up for you, Athena?
Hmm. I think what comes up is calm
Mm,
and enjoying the moment as it is. Enjoying people's company without fear of feeling like I might be put to the test, I guess. I might have to prove myself, or I might have to, I just want to stay calm and just enjoy in the moment because, like I said, I see things with a different lens now.
So you mentioned about staying calm and enjoying it. I'm picking up even in your body language that
Mm,
there is something that you are feeling now.
mm.
What is coming up for you now?
I think what's coming up is I think just a mixture of things like, a wanting to change and a feeling of maybe a little bit of sadness that, that I have to go through the suffering and
Yeah.
I'm just tired of it and I just want to just, live a life of no fear and no stress, no anxiety and just enjoy.
So if this was a good session, Athena, how would you know?
Mm. I think with this session, what I'd like to do is just pretty much explore. So I'd like to explore. Um, I think I'll know within myself because already today I feel quite stressed and I'm feeling shortness of breath. I'm feeling, because of the series of events last week, as we mentioned before we started the
Yeah.
session. Uh, so I think I'll feel calmer because now it's like I'm trying to rest, but I'm not resting because I know, like in a week's time I've got this to prepare for, and I just need to be on top of everything. So I'll know within myself, I think there'll be a calmness
Mm,
within me. So as I explore, as I work out perhaps the why, perhaps ways of, calming down, I think it might have a knock-on effect of making me feel calm now too.
okay. So you mentioned about exploring ways to calming down.
Yeah.
Um, what do you think that would look like for you?
Mm. I think more of physical calmness. I feel more relaxed within
Yeah.
my body. And as I hopefully talk through this session, um, yeah, if I'm aware of certain things or if I have a certain insight, that might have a knock-on effect on making me feel a little bit more relaxed.
So where you are now and where you would like to be, if this was a scale of 0 to 10, of, as you said, there is something about feeling calm. Where do you think you are now?
I think I'm on a 5. I think
Okay.
I've regressed a bit. I've explored this and I think I've made some progress. I think in a session with you, in a session with another coach as well, I made some progress. But I think I've regressed a little bit. I think maybe I just need reminding of what it is that I had insights into. I've
Mm,
regressed because I'm feeling the stress, but I need to identify where that stress is coming from. I
okay.
feel like I've probably forgotten a few things that's getting me to this point.
Okay, I understand. So when you feel calm, and you mentioned about enjoying it, how would that does that look like for you when you think about even other events in your life?
Hmm.
How does that
Right.
look like for you?
Yeah, I mean, I've been trying to visualize it, and what I visualize as enjoyment is a relaxation to be who I am, to be
Mm,
exactly who I am, and giving myself permission to be exactly who I am, and enjoying people accepting me who I am. So I do like to laugh a lot. I do like to, even though we were there for work, I just like to enjoy the moment, whatever it is, whether we're having drinks, whether we're having dinner, having a discussion about, work or maybe life. I just want to be in the moment properly and not with a backdrop of, nervous energy. So I do see myself just, if I visualize, just laughing and enjoying being with people. And I do like people. But sometimes I feel like I cheat myself out of these moments because I've got that backdrop of nervousness, of anxiety, of stress. So rather than enjoying what is, I listen to, my own self-talk and I give into all of that. And I'm never in the moment to enjoy, and I'm missing out on, on good interaction with people, you know?
okay, so Can I make an observation?
Sure.
Because you mentioned about enjoying it, the laughter, and that there is this internal part
Mm.
that is getting in the way. Is that what it happens in those moments?
Yeah, I think I'm shut off when I'm in fear, when I'm feeling fear and I'm feeling anxiety and stress. I don't allow myself to be myself because I hold myself back.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
know, because it's like, oh, if I expose myself, it's almost like I'll expose myself, or because I'm so held up with fear, I'm not relaxed and loose, like I don't
yeah.
loosen up. So,
I
yeah.
understand. So in those moments that you are present, you are enjoying the moment. What is your mindset in those moments that you are present? What happens in those
Hmm.
moments?
Yeah, in those moments, I feel myself. I guess there's an inner confidence and an inner assurance of who I am, uh, yeah, and a mindset of self-belief, accepting who I am. Is there a specific mindset, an overall word? I think it's just feeling confident in who I am. I think in those moments.
Yeah. So you feel confident in who you are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who I am and who I'm not, like
Yes.
the whole of who I am.
Yeah.
Mm.
And what are the signs that tell you in that moment that you accept who you are? What are the
Yeah, because
signs?
yeah, no, it's just me just being relaxed, enjoying the moment, laughing.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just being me. So the enjoyment comes from knowing that I'm relaxed, I'm enjoying the moment. There's banter back and forth, it's and you feel it.
Yeah.
Uh, yeah. So being able to be in the moment, know, like acknowledge what's around you, whether it's people, whether it's the place, whether enjoy the food and enjoy the wine, free to feel all these things. It almost feels like a freedom, free to feel
Mm.
all these things. And when I'm a little bit afraid and a little bit stressed and a little bit, like hold back and guarded, then it just doesn't, I'm just focused on that,
Yeah.
on surviving the moment. So I'm closed up to the whole. I
Yeah.
can't enjoy properly the surrounding. I can't enjoy properly the people who I'm with. So yeah.
I'm picking up maybe in your emotions and your how the body feels that maybe in a way can shift from freedom to fear. Tell me if I'm correct in my observation.
Sorry, I'd need to ask you to
No, no,
repeat that question, if you don't mind.
because I was listening to you attentively and I was picking up in what you were saying
Yeah.
that when you were more relaxed, you felt free, there was freedom.
Hmm.
But then when you experienced fear, then you felt more contracted.
Mm,
Am
mm.
I correct in my observation?
Yeah, I think you are because in yeah, I think you are. Because I was having a shift in as I was speaking, and there was a moment where I was feeling quite relaxed and actually quite nice. And I was feeling like, oh, okay, that's. And then I'm back to, I guess, maybe when I'm in the moment of being, so that's a good observation. That You probably observed that quicker than I felt it. But I did feel the moments where I was feeling free and
Yeah.
less stressed.
So when you feel free, how does the body feel, even when you think about it now, Athena?
Well, relaxed, relaxed. I don't feel, it's when I'm feeling stressed, I have shortness of breath. I feel more tense.
Yeah.
And then when I'm free, I relax my lungs. I don't know, I'm saying lungs, but my diaphragm relaxes as well.
Yeah.
And, I breathe more freely.
Yeah. So you mentioned about being on a five.
Hmm.
Um, when you look back in all those experiences, what has helped you in those moments that you felt the fear that helped you to shift?
Um, I think not caring too much about what other people thought and just going inward and remembering what I'm getting out of this. So shifting the attention to me inwardly. Yeah. And putting my own care first.
Mm.
And I think I'm trying to practice that more and more, remembering that what matters most is me. And then the rest will take care of itself. I mean, like in this instance, if I care that what I want to do, for instance, for example, to give it more context, is like if I care about myself and my growth,
Yeah,
so this would represent a growth for me as to look forward to these events rather than, move away from like not want them. A growth in being able to speak more comfortably, small steps. I like small steps. Um, small steps so that, um, I've lost my train of thought. Um, I'm sorry, I've lost my train of thought.
it's okay.
Yeah, so I was talking about inwardly. So it's like to give context to taking care of myself and then everything else will look after itself is that if I look after my own self-growth and I pay attention to that instead and not worry too much about what other people are thinking, then that will benefit me and that usually that's usually produces a more positive outcome because it doesn't really matter what everybody thinks. It's me, my story, where my progress, how I'm doing. I'm not offending anybody in the process.
Yeah,
And really, we're all adults. We all, work together. We're all colleagues. It's a supportive environment.
yeah.
What's the worst that could happen? Um, so yeah, I think if I focus on my own growth, on my own, what I need to accomplish for myself,
Mm,
you know, everybody else will react the way they react anyway. Why am I worried about them?
yeah.
And that tends to help.
Yes. Can I make another observation?
Yeah, sure.
And I know I mentioned this before, but I know sometimes, when we deal with situations, I can understand that we focus so much on others.
Mm,
But when you mention about focusing on myself, focusing on my growth, there was a gentleness.
mm.
There was a gentleness. It's almost like the internal voice was different. But this is just an observation. Tell me how you receive it.
100% correct. It's actually, as you're saying it, it was pretty much verbalizing how I was feeling.
Yeah,
And I've noticed that when I'm saying something that is true for me,
yeah,
I've realized that's when I breathe a bit better. And it seems like it's an indication that I'm going down the right path.
mm,
Does
yeah,
that make sense? I
yes,
was trying to, yeah.
yeah,
So I think you pretty much verbalized what I was feeling, and more so because it's true for me. So,
mm,
and that's it. I think that's it. That's what I'm learning today, or reminding myself more today,
yeah,
is that to listen to what is real and true to me.
yeah,
So it will probably be, I'll have lots of sort of internal voices or I know it sounds a little bit nuts, isn't it, when I say
No,
it?
we are all humans. We have our internal
Really, I'm
conversation.
hearing voices.
You do have, Athena.
I know, I just make light of this. Um, so yeah, I'm thinking that, when I have an insight that is true, it's making me breathe better, and I need to remember to focus on that.
Mhm. So,
Listen to it as well, yeah.
how can we move the needle up if we are on a 5 with the time that we have?
I think we have already. That just that realization. I think I've moved definitely from a 5. And yeah, reminding myself, I think I needed to remember that, reminding myself to pay attention to my own growth. That seems to make a difference to how I'm feeling and how I'm breathing right now. And that's pretty exciting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What else is coming up for you?
Mm. I think the second thing is, as I was saying it, but I now I'm also believing in a different, not believing it, but it's hitting me in a different way.
Mhm.
So when I said that I needed to just take care of myself, really,
Yeah.
is that it's true that other people, or that side of things, will take care of itself. People will be people. First, they're supportive. Second, they're adults. We're not at school anymore. It's not, uh, school run politics or anything. So it's not like people are out there to wait for me to mess up or to be embarrassed. I think they will be patient the way I am, and I think they'll hopefully treat me the way, you know, um, I think people intend well. So treat me the way I think I would treat somebody who perhaps might seem like they're a bit challenged if they're doing, and that's happened to me in the past where I look at them and go, oh, you know what? They're doing all right. It's okay, so
Mhm.
being quite supportive. So, yeah, I think that was the other, um, reminding myself that people will look after themselves. It doesn't matter like what they think. And something that I learned ages ago, actually, from my therapist, and I didn't take to it very excitedly. I don't know if that's a word. I wasn't that enthused about it, but there was little sort of affirmations that I wrote down, or he helped me write down. And the one of them, he said, look, also when you're talking, this is something useful as well to say that, look, um, when you're presenting, you prefer that people didn't judge you, but even if they did, it doesn't matter. And at that time, I wasn't very excited about it. I was just like, okay, fine, but it doesn't really excite me. I haven't
Yes.
changed. But it's true. Even if they judge me, it doesn't matter
Yeah.
because that doesn't really, that won't help me. It doesn't help my development. It doesn't. And do I care really? I
Yeah.
don't.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Mhm.
it's good to remember that. Good to remember that. Um, yeah, it's true. I mean, it's not entirely true to think that everybody is a saint and nobody will judge you. I'm sure there'll be some people, but does it matter? Like,
Yeah. Yeah.
really? I think I'm at a good stage in my life. I don't care much about these things anymore.
So you mentioned about being in a different stage of your life. So what is the Athena that is in that mindset, that, as you said, you want to focus on your growth and look after you, take care of myself. What is that Athena? How do you see her?
Mm, mm. I actually see her as I think I'm quite generally quite kind to myself.
Hmm.
And I do see that Athena as a protector of the Athena that's struggling. If that makes, I mean, maybe not protector, but like somebody who would guide you, or like a mom would for a child.
Yeah.
So I do see, like there's a part of me that's looking down, and sometimes the two merge.
Mm.
I don't know if this makes any sense. I just like to, kind of explain it in that way.
It's a powerful
Mm,
imagery. Yeah.
mm. And I do, um, yeah, that's that part of me that just says you can do this, that's encouraging, that's pushing for growth. Not pushing for growth in a way that you can do, like you must do this, you must do this. It's
Hmm.
more in a kind way. You can do it, you've got this. It's almost like a part of me wants to do things, but is scared, but this one goes, and then there's another part of me that's protective in the way that, encouraged to do things, and I'm encouraged to focus on the right things, and
Yeah.
or just search. It's like I just search for ways I can improve. Mm.
Mm.
Yeah, I think there's one annoying thing about me. Like I think I've figured it out. It's like, Jesus, why am I always so stressed? But there's always this part of me, if I can't do something, I won't let go until I've given it a go. You know? It's like you know how my journey with driving was. Oh God, I was so nervous, so nervous. But then I attached to it. It's like, you can do this, you can do this, you've got to do this. And I'd imagine, people who do it, like my sister, my friends, and
Yeah.
I really admire that. And it's like, well, why am I sitting here admiring it? I can do it too. To do it,
Yeah.
do it, do it.
Yeah. Yeah.
So in that way, it also invites suffering, but as you overcome it slowly, it also has this, you've got this sense of achievement, and you can do it. I'm sort of feeding the side of me that believes in myself that I can reach, these
Yeah.
sort of things. Even if they're simple, I think simple things in life seem to be a little bit of a challenge for me sometimes, or what might be seemingly easy and simple for other people. So, so yeah, so the mindset of, yeah, how would I put it?
Mm.
Just strength,
Yeah.
strength to keep going, resilience.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I'm not fighting a war. Like I said, these are simple things. These are the simple thing. And some people seemingly do so easy and flow, like easily. But for me, it's like, oh, why is it so hard?
But I'm picking up on even in your laughter when you said, "Well, this is not a war." There is something
Yeah,
about your humor, as you said, that you connect to being present.
yeah, 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 yeah. Like
Just an
I
observation.
thank you. No, I see it like it is. I like to throw humor in. It helps me
Yeah.
relax, but it's who I am. It's like, yeah, it's just who I am. And it's the same way I try to bring up the kids. It's like, okay, so you can't do this. So what are we gonna do about it? What are we gonna do about it? It doesn't matter. But
Yeah.
let's just see what we can do.
Yeah.
So in the same way, I don't want to be too hard on myself. I don't think it's
Yeah.
worth being too hard on myself, but a gentle push towards in the right direction, in the direction that I'd like to go.
Mm. So we started the conversation talking about the summit and wanting to enjoy it and the feeling of calmness. So, what has been helpful in our session so far, Athena?
Yeah, I mean, I do definitely feel calmer.
Mm.
Absolutely. Just a thank you for this. I think talking about it has been great, and just to revisit and to remind myself of the important things to focus on to
Mhm.
get me through it. Um, and yeah, so the remembering that what I need to focus on more is internally my progress. So shifting the spotlight to what would have been like, let's say if I had to, like if I had to give an analogy, it's like the spotlight was going everywhere,
Mhm.
but now I've just brought it back to me,
Mhm.
inwardly. So that's giving me a lot of strength and, some calm. So that's good. And then knowing that, or remembering that, really, do I want to care too much about people judging me? No.
Mhm.
And it's becoming truer and truer as time goes by, because sometimes we feel like, there's part of us, like we might feel like, I don't care anymore. But sometimes there is still a little bit.
Yeah.
So just I think reminding myself will get me um will make me care less and less, or remind me to care less and less and less. So
Yes.
yeah. So yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So thank you.
No, you're very welcome. So it looks like you are, as you said, reminding yourself what is true to you. Am I
Mm,
correct?
correct, yes.
And care about yourself. So, how would that look like moving forward, even after the session? Because you mentioned about the summit.
I think just reflecting on, or just I think visualizing how it would go with me, just continuous visualizing it going positive, it going well with me focused on my growth. I'm
Yeah.
hoping that's the recipe for it. If I just
Mhm.
focus on myself. I can't control what other people think, what other people judge. I can't control that, but I can try and control as much as I can. Is you know, is how I show up.
Yeah.
So I think there'll be a lot of sort of like inward reflection is not the word, is it? Just a lot of work, positive reinforcement. I think just constantly thinking about it positively and also visualizing,
Yeah.
that it goes well. Yeah.
So you mentioned about the visualizing it and the positive aspect around it. Uh, any support, anything that you might need for that to happen?
Mm. I think I've got my colleague who's going to be there, and we're both sharing notes on how we're going to do this. And then also just me doing my homework,
Mhm.
making sure that I know what I'm talking about.
Mhm.
That always gives a boost of confidence. I think that's it really. I think that's enough.
Yeah.
I think I might practice at home with my kids and my partner. My kids are great at this. They're a source of strength for me because
Mm.
when they're told to do presentations, I think once every fortnight in their class, and my son, who's got a stutter, is the one that apparently perseveres through. He never ever gives up until he gets to the end. It might take longer, and that gives me a source of strength. And I asked him the other day, I said, "Hey, I'm writing this presentation. What do you think I should do?" He was in it straight away. Because,
Yeah.
Mom, just introduce yourself first, tell them what you do in your department, and then start talking and be humorous. It's like, what? Who are you? Like, you've got this. Now you have.
Oh,
So looking at him and trying to figure out what mindset he has that works.
yeah.
Sometimes kids really, you can learn quite a bit from kids.
Yeah.
And his self-talk is obviously different to mine.
Hmm.
Yeah, so that would definitely be something that I do. I practice with them, and they can give me some good, honest feedback.
So what do you think might get in the way?
I think in many cases it's probably myself. So
Mhm.
I need to focus on that, listen to it, and then also just work on it. If there's anything that's limiting that comes through, anything that's not true that comes through, I just need to, um, ramp up the positive self-talk. It's mostly me, and I think I just need to remind myself that I've got this. There's nothing difficult about this. It's
Yeah.
just the fear of talking in front of so many people and me being the center of attention.
Mhm. So we started the conversation and you were on a five. So where do you think you are now?
I think I'm on a 7 now.
Mhm.
Yeah, definitely a 7. I'm definitely breathing better now. I'm feeling calm in myself for sure.
Mm.
Mm.
Yeah, nothing like breathing to calm
Nothing breathing
down.
in.
Yeah,
Yeah, nothing like breathing in and then also telling yourself something that's true
yeah,
because you don't have to convince your body something's true. Your body
yeah,
knows it's true, you
yes,
know?
yeah.
So there's without any more work, it's just the truth. Yeah.
And I'm feeling almost like there is a gentleness again. Your energy shifted when you said it.
Yeah.
Is that how it felt?
Yeah, that's how it felt.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely right. That's how it felt. Yeah.
So, what do you think is the big takeaway from today?
To remember what's true.
Mm,
Absolutely to remember what's true.
yeah. I feel the power of that even when you say
Mm,
it. Yeah.
mm.
A lot of work you did today, Athena.
Thank you. Thanks, Isabel. With your help, absolutely. I
Thank you.
do feel better. Yeah, I will do my next chores with more energy now. Really. I was struggling to breathe before I mean, because of the stuff that I went through
Yeah.
in during the week, but just thinking on it, I think I've been focused on this a lot today because I had to work on the presentation with my colleague. Um, yeah, no, I feel better than I did before the session.
Anything you want to add because we're coming to an end?
Mm. Um, no, Isabel, I think that's actually quite a lot for today. Thank you.
Is it a good place to end?
It is. It is. It is.
Thank
Thank you so
you.
much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
You take care.
You too. Thank you.